for those eateries. He's Adam Richman, the star of Pandemonium, and what many know him as the host and combatant of Man vs. Food. Adam joins the ranks of this week's reality roster that are making big differences in the small business community across America. Good to see you, Adam. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Maria. Appreciate it.
So you've literally changed the course of many restaurants across America. What's the biggest challenge facing restaurants today?
You know, I think that a lot of the restaurant market is just glutted. There's so very many restaurants, so many restaurant concepts. Everyone's trying to, be part of the next trend and the next phase. And it really seems to be that the ones that succeed are the ones that don't really go with the trend. They sort of do a few things really well, and they do those for perpetuity. I also think that, now we have people ordering in more. Applications like Seamless is making that even more easy, so people aren't frequenting brick and mortar restaurants the same way they used to. And now people are also more educated eaters, looking for things like free range, organic, and so on, which is a higher price point for many smaller restaurant businesses.
So what does it take to be successful in the restaurant business today? It's pretty extraordinary when you see the number of restaurants out there. Can they all do well?
I mean, I of course, being a veteran of the restaurant industry, I personally wish them all vast success. I don't think they all can do well. I think that there's just a lot of competition. If it's an ethnic-based cuisine, everyone is going to say which is more authentic, and a lot of times there's regional variances, as there is in Mexican cuisine, for example, or Italian, northern, southern. And also by virtue of the fact that in certain cities, certain neighborhoods are more advantageous for certain restaurants, and they get full. And quite simply, if you're not in the right place at the right time, your business can fail. I think that's actually one of the biggest feathers in the cap of the food truck industry.
Well, it's also, you going to a restaurant creates so much, hype and euphoria around it. You could also say social media is helpful, but if you don't have things like this, it's going to be very tough to actually get your name out there.
Absolutely. You can tell who's really the savvy restaurateurs are the ones that will have a Twitter account. There's an empanada place that actually puts their specials on Vine, and even the way they make them. And you have to be sort of au courant with all the trends, even if you're doing home-style meatloaf and mashed potatoes, that you have to get it out there in a new and vital way to compete with the Korean tacos and the fun little things that are sort of popping up all over the culinary landscape now.
All right, so what about the reality television business? $12 billion a year business. How do you stay successful in reality TV? It's pretty extraordinary when you look at the growth in that business, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of it is just staying ahead of the curve. For myself, people thought that I transitioned from Man vs. Food to Man vs. Food Nation because of me having health problems or not wanting to do the challenges anymore myself. But quite frankly, my feeling is if you wait for your audience to tell you they want to see something new, you've already waited too long. You have to anticipate a change. And I think that in the reality business, it's not a matter of sort of reinvention a la Madonna, but I think that it's a matter of finding something new and that's vital and that connects with the audience, that isn't about you or your own personal desires. And to me, the essence of being a good host is being a good guest. So if you're open and you allow the audience a great conduit to something you're passionate about and genuinely passionate, right, I think it sells itself.
All right, we'll leave it there. Adam, good to talk with you. Thanks so much.